continue though, I want to make sure that Chris is in the room. I mean, I know he's not, but I want to make sure we find him. I know, he's at the bar. Look for him.
Get him.
Your mom's calling you. Your wife's calling you. That's the first. There you go.
Hey, text him.
Already in trouble.
Don't make her use your middle name.
Okay, this is how it works. When he comes into the room, I'm going to play something like this. Here it goes. Shh. We're waiting for him, right?
Here he is.
We're just waiting for you. By the way, your wife was calling you a little while ago. Your wife is calling you. We do have two fathers that want to do a little toast, if you will. So, Tom, you go first? No. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause. This is Heather's mother. Hi. For those who don't know me, I'm Craig, Heather's dad. And on behalf of my wife, Sue, and I would like to welcome you here today to celebrate the marriage of our daughter, Heather, to Chris. I would like to say thank you to everyone for coming. I know a lot of you have traveled considerable distance to be here. As I think about Heather and how beautiful she is today,
Whoop, whoop.
I will always remember how nice it was raising her. Heather had her special ways of putting things. One time she told me she saw a really big animal, a hippopotamus. Then there was one day Sue took her to the doctor when she was rather small. She came home and she was telling me about how she went to the pediatrician. One weekend she went away on a sporting event with her sister and she told me they went to Temecula. Heather also had her way of getting things done. Heather went with me to work one day, and I'm working away, and she's pretty small at this time. She comes up to me and she goes, "Dad, when are we going home?" And I said, "Well, Heather, it's not really when as in hours of when we're going home, but when I finish, that's when we're going to go home." So she said, okay. She takes off, goes back to coloring or whatever she is doing at that time, and I'm working, and she comes back to me. She has a pair of gloves on. She looks at me and goes, "Dad, if I help, will we go home sooner?" Heather has found a perfect man for her, Chris. And I am delighted to welcome Chris into our family. Please join me in a toast to Heather and Chris and their everlasting love. Thank you. These are the moments you wish you would have went first, huh? You gonna follow that? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris's dad, Tom. All right, there we go. So anyway, first of all, thank you all for coming out and enjoying this evening with my son and my new daughter. And second of all, I'm loving the microphone because now I don't have to try hard to speak loud enough for everybody to hear me. So that's good too. But enough about the past.
I want to speak about the future. And seeing Chris and Heather in front of me, sit at the head table, married, together, permanently, in the eyes of God and everybody else here, reminds me of myself and my beautiful wife and lover, Kim, who without, I would not be here today. So, Chris, if I can give you one piece of advice, take care of that woman like she is all the gold in the world. Because if you ever get into a tough jam, there's nothing like a good woman to keep you on the surface. And Heather, I love you already like you're my own daughter. And for you, my friend, there's nothing like a good man to take care of you, cherish you, and to love you for the rest of your life. And there's no specialer bond in life than to find your soulmate and to be able to spend the rest of your life with them. So enjoy each other, because it just doesn't get any better than what you have going on right now.
Amen.
All right? Also, regarding the future, you're starting off on a very long journey. And you're going to have a lot of trials and tribulations, good times and bad. But the more you work on your relationship, the better it gets. And I can talk to you about that from experience, because it's almost 30 years for Kim and I, and it just keeps getting better. And when I look at Nana, Jody, and Skip, I see that beyond where we're at, it gets even better. So enjoy your journey, because it's going to be a long one.
Yay.
And in this family, there's no such thing as giving it up. So don't even try to fail at your journey, okay? Because we're all here as witnesses to make sure it lasts forever. So without any further dwelling on the future, I want to go ahead and have everybody raise their glass and wish Chris and Heather the best forever they will ever have. Cheers. Crank up the tunes, let's dance some more.
We do have a couple of things before the dancing part. Anybody into the sweets? Everyone worked up enough for the sweets? Cake is in a couple of minutes. I do have one thing first. What we're going to do is we're going to have... Well, I'm going to wait for Chris to He's still talking.
He must be doing a private thing now. Get the microphone up.
All right, what we're going to do... how many married people do we have here? Applaud if you're married.